Hello friends, my name is Tiago. Welcome to my tutorial on Pandas. So in today's topic, let's see how reindexing works in Pandas. So in my earlier tutorial, I have covered a video about how indexing work. If you are new to indexing, then I would suggest you to go through that video first. I have commented the URL in the description section. So I would suggest you to go through how indexing works, and then probably you can go through this video. Okay, so continuing with today's topic. So what is reindexing? Y- when you build a data frame, like you have specified few columns and indexes, right? So what if I want to change those column names or indexes? So in that situation, you can go to this reindexing option. So we have an built-in method called dataframe.reindex where you can use for renaming your index and columns. Okay, so let's jump onto our programming tutorial. Let's have a look at in our first example. Like I have used my friend's data which I've used in my earlier videos too. So I was specifying the data over here on my first data frame. I am specifying the name, age, location and destination. If you look into the index column very specifically, like index, I have specified 1 2 3 4, which are basically string values. I have specified it as index. um, and then I am trying to re-index those values. If you look into the difference between this index values in this particular row and my re-index row, so I have the two. I have renamed these two. First, second, three, and four. Um, so I am trying to print my data frame 1 and my re-index data frame so that we can have a clear difference on how the indexed and the re-indexed data frame look. Okay, I'm just changing it. Okay, so if you look into the example over here, so first, if you look into this particular example, I have only renamed or else I have re-indexed first two string values like 1 and 2. I have renamed it to first and second. My last two values, or my last two index 3 and 4 remain same. So in this is my original data frame. Now I have re-indexed it and I am displaying it. So the first two rows, first and second, is been re-indexed, and my third and fourth row remains same as my earlier data frame. The if So whenever you are re-indexing, the entire row for the re-indexed index will remain as none values. So I have re-indexed 1 and 2 to first and second. uh, the details of Arun and Somu will not be displayed here because you have re-indexed all the values. Will be all the re-indexed values will be displayed as none. Okay, so this is how a re-indexing option works. Okay, similar. You can also extend it to whenever you use this re-indexing option. You can extend it to other methods which is applicable to data frame, like example fill underscore value. If I want to fill a value called, let's say, 20. Yeah, if you see earlier it was none, but now it is displaying as 20. So similarly, you can extend our reindex data frame to any other options we have built in. So this is how an re-indexing work. In this example, we have re-indexed know uh, the index column. Like on the left hand side, we have just re-indexed the index column. But what if I want to change my row level? Column level details like name, age, location, and destination. Let's have a look at these. Let's have a look at this in our second example. Okay, so I have used the same data basically, but the in my second example, the only difference is, like I have in my earlier example, I have used the index to rename. Here I'm using columns, where it means like I'm trying to change a value in my value at a column level. Okay, so I'm just running this. Yeah, if you'll now look into my original data frame and re-index data frame, all the details remain same, but the now if you see the destination column is not available and it is showing me marriage status of a particular person. Okay, so this is how you can re-index at index level and a column level. Okay, similarly you can extend it to various methods like fill value and all. And yeah, in before coming to third example, like I want to show you something. Like if you see in this example, like it all my index values are string values. So if you look into our reindex data frame, like we just filled value with 20, but the value 20 doesn't look like a meaningful value to my name, location and destination fields, right? So what if I want to put meaningful values here? So I can, as I have described this in my earlier video as well, but now this is how you can extend um, something called method, where you can provide um, s- where you can provide options for backward filling, forward filling and all. Okay, so I'm trying to do a forward filling. Okay, if I run this will not work because my index is string. So yeah, if you see my, yeah, it is showing me some error, like index should be monotonic, increasing or decreasing. So whenever you specify a string as an index, it will not work because my, so this method option use no, it goes into concept of linear algebra and all. So it's a quite of advanced topic, like how this particular method works. So I do not want to jump into that area, but basically whenever your index string, this method option will not work. In this example, I try to show you. I have tried to use value which is basically an integer, so that my backward filling or forward filling method can work. Okay, so I'm extracting few details from my text value. I have a detail called serial number, product ID, product price, discount in my original file. So I'm just trying to import that file over here, and I have indexed those values, and I am re-indexing it again. So I have just renamed the discount value with something called offer. Okay, so I'll just quickly run this. Yeah, so if you, this is the original data frame from my notepad file, and if you look into my re-indexed data frame, I have just re-indexed a value called offer. So generally when you do not specify this method option, right, all the details in the offer would be nan, which is basically none value. When I specify this method equal to backward fill, it will try to fill in some meaningful values into this particular data frame. So now even though under offer column it doesn't look relevant, but um, nevertheless it is just an integer, which is with 1% offer, 2% offer looks like a meaningful value, right? So basically this particular field gets filled based on the input that is available in the data frame. So yeah, as I said earlier, like it uses concept of linear algebra and a lot of other techniques to fill values in here. So basically I just wanted to show you how reindexing works and how you can extend it to various other methods. So this is how you can reindex. Similarly, if I want to change these values to string, okay, so now I sorry, to integer. Now I add string values here. What if I add one integer, 1 2 3 comma 4? mm, okay, so I'm just 5 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. I'm just reindexing my first value. Now I'm just trying to run it. Yeah, now see my uh, um, reindexing works. Okay, so now my reindexing has worked. So now the value, the index value is like 5 is showed over here. In usual circumstances, all these values will be none, but my Since I have specified forward filling option, now it is displaying me um, the value called deep based on the forward filling option. Okay, so this is how indexing works. Sorry, this is how reindexing works in Pandas. So in case if you have any queries, please post it on the comment section. I will try to answer it as soon as possible. So that's it all for now. Thank you guys, and bye bye.